Hello, Gemini, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racy, and I'm going to be giving the message for you today. This is for Gemini suns or those with significant or strong Gemini placements in your chart. If you know what house Gemini rules and what's in there, it could give you some specific insights into a certain area of your life. All right, for those of you not familiar with me or the channel, I have no filter. I do not sugarcoat my messages. I just read the way I read. So if you have any issues with that, I'm always very respectful, but I'm giving you the opportunity to sign off now, right? If that's not your thing. Otherwise, we're getting into this for December for Gemini and Gemini energies. So I pulled from my Rainbow Warrior activation deck as an integration card, right? What energy is Gemini integrating for the month of December? And we've got Guardian. Okay, we're integrating your Guardian energy. Now, this is card number 24, but at the very bottom of the card, right above where the number 24 is, it looks like it could be triple digits, like 111 or 777 or even 999. All right, so if you have a thing for those numbers, just know that, or if they mean something to you, then, this is obviously a message for you. So Guardian, right, integrating this energy into yourself. It is spirit guide, protection, sanctuary, preservation, conservation, salvation, and belief. It says, in the real world and all the other dimensions, there are many conditions that inspire different forms of guardianship. Peace in a time of confusion, conservation in a time of drought, spirit guides teaching and protecting us on all levels, or forgiveness and mercy when our hearts are breaking. No matter the type of protection, we will traverse both sides of these relationships during our tenure on this planet. Is there someone you need to forgive or offer your voice to when theirs is jumbled and confused? What beliefs or ideals do you hold that no longer serve and support you? Now is the time to take an in-depth look at who and what protects you and why. Is your protection of another enabling them to grow or not? Take this opportunity to share your gratitude with all who champion your well-being. You being able to take on this guardian energy and understand that there are many ways to love someone and protect them in their journey to becoming themselves, their best selves. There's different ways to support other people. Support and protect go hand in hand. And this is the energy you're integrating. You are here to protect someone with love. You are here to protect someone with love. Love in the form of respect, love in the form of truth, love in the form of support, love in the form of honesty, love in the form of being a listener, love in the form of fill in the blank. There's so many ways to love. It's understanding which one's required, right? How you're being called to your guardianship. So the guidance, right, to help you integrate this energy of guardian is card number 29. It is seeing the true you. It says, sometimes we believe what others tell us we are, as though the self we see reflected back to us through their eyes is truth. Yet the accuracy of a reflection depends on the clarity of that which is doing the reflecting. If the receiver forms any opinion about what is perceived, then what is reflected back to us will, at best, be distorted. It is not necessarily through ill will. It is just the mechanics of the situation. Even the moon reflects the sun in varying degrees of fullness and clarity. We can learn something of the nature of sun from the moon, but not as much as through direct perception. This oracle has come to you because you have been putting rather too much faith in the reflections others have of you, to the point that you might not be honoring all that you really are and all that you are really becoming, because you believe too little of yourself. There may be those around you that are able to reflect to you more faithfully and even help you see more of your own greatness and growth and beauty. These are the souls blessed with inner stillness, In the clear waters of their ocean of consciousness, you can come to recognize yourself with a clearer perception. However, there are those who have not tended to their own ocean and are unable to still enough to genuinely receive and reflect your light back to you. There's no judgment here. Each takes the path of self-healing that is available and appropriate at any given time. However, to attempt to see the magnificence of a sun in a very partial moon doesn't make too much sense. If you are blessed with those in your life who can show you the beauty within yourself, wonderful. Even so, this oracle comes to you with a task that you are ready now. For you are to begin to develop the art of direct perception, especially when it comes to yourself. This is the ability to recognize yourself not only in the eyes of others, but from how you also feel about yourself, how you experience yourself, being yourself, and how you observe yourself with compassion and kindness from within. This is a step towards a radical empowerment that does not require perfection in order for you to recognize that you are lovable and have much to offer. This is an empowerment based on the acceptance of all that you are, working with your strengths, tending to your weaknesses, and being loving, encouraging, and nurturing of all that you perceive. As you continue on this journey, you will not only see your human self, but the eternal within you. This is a breathtaking experience that opens you up to the creative energy that flows abundantly through all of life. It is an experience that takes great preparation because we must be strong within our own self-love and acceptance to be able to hold acceptance for all life. This oracle is nudging you into that preparation for when you have the experience of truly beholding yourself. All judgment, fear, and doubt will fall away, and you will just know yourself to be sacred. Yeah. If you're confused about who you are and your motives or actions based on what others are saying or how they are responding to you, step back. Don't let them dictate what your motives are. You know what your motives are. You know how you feel. You know why you're doing things. Note in advance to anybody cross-watching for a Gemini, if a Gemini is giving you gifts or expressing their love through gifts, it is literally an expression of their love. Don't take it or make it something that it's not. They're not trying to anything. They're thinking of you and they're giving you a gift. This is a part of the action cards I'm going to get into in a minute. But that's the truth, right? Don't let someone else assume they know why you're doing something. You might be growing. You might be loving them in the same way you always love them, giving them a gift, but the way you're looking at why you're giving them the gift out of love is different. Maybe you had a motive before. Maybe you don't now. Maybe they just deserve a gift. And instead of just taking the gift they deserve, they're shitting all over it, thinking and assuming. Well, don't let their thinking and assuming ruin why you got them the gift in the first place. You're seeing the true you. This is what Geminis and Gemini energy is doing for December. Seeing the real you that's trying your best, to do your best, to be better, to be the quote-unquote bigger person. Well, the bigger person is your 5D self. If you think of yourself as a 3D human and your 5D self always seems to look much bigger. Why? They're the bigger person. When people say be the bigger person, it's being and integrating your 5D self. That's what you're doing. Don't let other people who are still dealing with their oceans of stuff sway from the fact that you know what the sun looks like. You don't need their moon lens to describe your brightness. The sun and the moon will never truly be able to show the great brightness of the sun. The sun is the sun, and it shines for itself. The moon cannot compare or describe it. It's being the moon. So be your light. Don't let the moons of other people paint your light to be less bright than it is, right? So, the unconditionally loving actions that you are guided to take is love makes the difference, and the express love through gifts that came out under it. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. You know your value in someone's life. You know how much you care about them. You know how much you respect them. You know how much you care that they're okay. You know how much you care and see the importance of them being okay, being important for everybody else that they touch. You see how important it is. So if someone is giving you things to make your life easier, to make your life better, to make it more beautiful, whatever they're doing, whatever they're giving to you, show it respect. Especially if you're a cross-watcher. If someone is giving you anything, even if they're quote unquote supposed to, let's talk about fucking shit like child support or buying kids stuff that, isn't necessarily on them. Or even if it is. Well, they're supposed to buy diapers. Yeah, but they don't have to be. You know what I mean? It's that kind of energy. It's like just because you're receiving gifts, don't take it for anything but the love that it is. The recognition that it is. If a Gemini or someone with strong Gemini in their chart is giving gifts, buying things with their money to make your life whatever it needs to be that you deserve, that the people you touch deserve, don't take that for granted. Don't take that for granted. If someone is giving you things, literally. Because it's that love that makes the difference. It's that love that helps heal your past wounding. You're allowed to feel secure in your life no matter how many mistakes you make. You're allowed to know your worth in the greater scheme of things no matter what anybody says. No matter who you used to be. You have to understand how important it is that you grow. That you're allowed to grow. That other people's perceptions of you don't pigeonhole you. No, they've always been this person, or they always did it because of that. Yeah, well, maybe this time they're not doing it because of that. Maybe they don't have the same motive. Maybe they don't have one at all. This is the vision, right? The milestone. Gemini is seeing things in a much clearer way. They're seeing themselves in a much clearer way. They're defining themselves instead of letting everybody else define them. Well, maybe all those people are right. And maybe all those people were right. Yesterday, they'd be dead wrong today. Oh, Gemini's a troublemaker. Oh, Gemini is always this, or Gemini is always aloof, or Gemini is always this. But not today, they're not. Gemini was always trying to get this out of me or using me for that. No, not today they're not. People are allowed to grow and shift and evolve. That's the facts. Shit, that's why we're here. Why the fuck would we stunt anybody, especially ourselves? Especially ourselves. So Gemini, the milestone being vision, this energy, just know clarity is what's going to be coming straight out of this. Nothing but fucking clarity. Crystal clear. Everything's going to be on the table and it's all going to make sense in the end. Why people assume things about you and you're going to forgive yourself for that. Yes, I was that version. Yes, that was me. Yes, I own the fact that I was this way or that way. Or I did things for selfish reasons. Or I had my motives. I'm fucking sorry that that's who I was and that's the impression you were left of me. Let me make it up to you by showing you my new improved version of self. This is how I see myself from here on out. This is what I want to be for you from here on out. This is how I want to ripple to the people around me and be an asset in their life from here on out. Right? You claim your right to grow. Your purpose in growing. Claim it. So when we get into the cards, right, when we get into the actual tarot for the weeks, we have the 8 of Pentacles, the Hermit, the 3 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups, clarified by the 5 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. So you're going to understand why the universe is giving you this advice. Because it starts with you being a busy beaver, putting in a lot of effort, getting a lot of things ready, right? Getting all your ducks in a row, getting all of your little pieces in a row. And once it's all in a row and you feel like everything's ready and everything's ready to roll, you go into your retreat mode. You go in your hermit mode. You do your inner work. You back off. You give space or whatever. You're doing your inner shit. Getting your divine downloads, right? The keys. And then once you realize what to do with all the little pieces that you've set up, you start taking all those pieces and going uphill with them. Yep, let's go to the top. Right? Let's go to the top. It's what I'm meant to do. I got all these pieces in a row. I did all the inner work. I'm ready to take these pieces that I've got to the top. And then we hit the 7 of Cups, clarified by the 5 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. And you're confused because you've done all of this effort and put in all of this work and made such a valiant commitment to being better. And then you get confused. Why? Because there's a hurt heart that maybe you used to live with or have a family dynamic with, or brought into their family, or they were, became a part of yours with the 10 of Coins. You're confused because there's spilled cups there. There's sadness there. There's loss there. And this is someone that you used to live with or planned a life with, or you saw as your life, even if it was for a time. You're confused as to why this person isn't responding the way your efforts warrant a certain response. The efforts warrant a certain response. You're not getting it. You don't know why. It's because they're still stuck digesting who you're becoming. They haven't witnessed enough of your new self yet. They've only witnessed the part of you that was previous. They have however many years of memories or however many days of memories of you being a certain way. And you're only on day 1. You know what I mean? Of this new version of self. Very clear. New self, but it's still just day 1. They don't know if this person is going to stick, if it's just a whatever. They don't know. You might switch back to the version they know. But that's why it's so important for you to take the guidance and say, yeah, but I know I'm not that person anymore. It's okay. They're still perceiving me that way. That's fine. Doesn't mean I am that person and I'm not going back there. I'm not going to go back to the person and the way that person used to think and the way that person used to accuse and blame and finger point and be self-righteous or be hurt or whatever. Not doing it. I'm this new version, committed 100% to my improvement. There ain't no way. So just let them witness the new you. Just be that. Just continue to be that and let them realize they need to evolve with you, because there ain't no way you're going to tolerate them continuously accusing you of being your old version, when you've made way too many efforts to not just change that, but to make it permanent. Permanent changes. You put in a lot of time and effort. If they can't recognize that they're not ready to receive that kind of beautiful growth, they got to go through their own. So I hope that gives you some beautiful confirmation, Gemini, and I look forward to being able to serve you more next year. If you want more from me, all my stuff and all my information's in the description. Divine Rebel Racy signing out. Remember always, guys, love each other, and most importantly, love yourselves. Bye, everybody.